It was a terrifying situation for thousands of people. Gunmen in the neighborhood killing individuals in a methodical...
In October 2002, a wave of terror swept through Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. A sniper, or so it seemed, was targeting ordinary people going about their daily lives, pumping gas, shopping for groceries, sitting on a park bench. Over 23 days, 10 people were killed, and 3 others critically injured. The randomness of the attacks made everyone a potential target, and no one felt safe. This is the story of the D.C. sniper murders, a case that not only gripped the nation, but also left behind a legacy of fear and questions about security in public spaces. The first attack. It began quietly. On the evening of October 2nd, 2002, James D. Martin, a 55-year-old program analyst, arrived at a grocery store parking lot in Wheaton, Maryland. He was there to pick up supplies for his church. As he stepped out of his car, a distant crack rang out. Witnesses initially didn't understand what had happened, but as James fell to the ground, it became clear. He had been shot and killed. James Martin was loved by his community, and his death was as shocking as it was sudden. Yet no one could have guessed this was just the beginning. The killing spree begins October 3rd, 2002. The following morning, chaos erupted. At 7:41 a.m., 39-year-old landscaper James Sonny Buchanan was mowing the lawn at a Maryland car dealership when he was struck by a single bullet. Less than half an hour later, 54-year-old taxi driver Premkumar Walekar was shot dead while pumping gas. At 8:37 a.m., 34-year-old Sarah Ramos was sitting on a bench reading a book outside a shopping center. She too was killed by a single shot. The spree continued. By the end of the day, 5 lives had been lost, each victim targeted randomly, with chilling precision in broad daylight. The community was in shock. Terror had come to their doorsteps. As the attacks continued, the media quickly seized on the story. Headlines screamed, "Sniper on the loose," and breaking news segments dominated TV. Every detail, no matter how small, was broadcast repeatedly. This constant coverage fueled fear. Parents kept their children indoors, schools went into lockdown, and public spaces emptied. The randomness of the attacks made everyone feel like a potential target. The speculation only made things worse. Was the sniper a domestic terrorist, a foreign operative, or something else entirely? With no clear answers, the anxiety grew. Meanwhile, law enforcement agencies were racing to catch the sniper. Ballistics revealed the same weapon, a .223 caliber rifle, had been used in multiple attacks, confirming the work of a single shooter or a team. At one crime scene, investigators found a chilling clue, a tarot card with the words, "Call me God." It was cryptic, but it hinted at a calculated mind behind the killings. Yet, despite their best efforts, the sniper stayed one step ahead. The attacks continued, spreading from Maryland and D.C. into Virginia. On October 7th, a 13-year-old boy was shot and critically injured while arriving at school. His survival provided a crucial lead, a shell casing left behind by the shooter. But the fear now extended to children, and schools across the region locked down. The final phase, October 19th to 22nd, 2002. In the final days of the spree, the attacks escalated. On October 19th, 37-year-old Jeffrey Hopper was shot in a restaurant parking lot in Virginia. A 4-page letter demanding $10 million was found at the scene, threatening further violence. Then, on October 22nd, 35-year-old bus driver Conrad Johnson was shot and killed as he prepared for his morning route. He was the last victim. By this point, the region was paralyzed by fear, but law enforcement finally had a breakthrough. A tip about a suspicious blue Chevrolet Caprice led authorities to a rest stop in Maryland. The arrest and aftermath. On October 24, 2002, police arrested John Allen Muhammad and 17-year-old Lee Boyd Malvo. Their car had been modified into a mobile sniper's nest, with a hole in the trunk for firing while concealed. Forensic evidence, including the rifle found in their car, confirmed they were the killers. Investigators also discovered notebooks detailing the attacks, revealing the pair's chilling level of planning and precision. Muhammad was sentenced to death, while Malvo, a minor at the time, received life without parole. But even after their capture, the fear lingered. The D.C. sniper murders left scars that went far beyond the victims and their families. They changed the way people thought about safety in public spaces. What made the D.C. sniper attack so terrifying wasn't just the death toll, it was the randomness. A landscaper, a child at school, a man buying groceries, these were ordinary people doing ordinary things. We often take safety for granted in public spaces, but this case shattered that illusion. Even today, the story of the D.C. snipers serves as a grim reminder of the fragility of our sense of security and the devastating impact of unchecked violence. If you found this story compelling, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more true crime deep dives. Thank you for watching, and stay safe out there.